ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This week is going to be super fun for me. You're going to probably hear a bunch of amps buzzing behind me because I've got it all cranked up for one of my absolute favorites from one of my absolute favorite bands, one of my absolute favorite guitar players. This is The One I Love by R.E.M. and a great sort of rockin' single that they put out on their Document album in 1987. Such a great piece of work, and it's fun for players of all ages. So I'm going to show you the rhythm guitar approach that he's doing and everything, and I'll of course tackle that great ripping guitar solo and show you how you can sound a little bit like Peter Buck on this. So if this is the kind of thing that you like and you haven't done so yet, please jump down, click subscribe, ring the bell. The bell will tell you when I drop new content. I do that every single week. All my videos have chapters in them, so you can go right to the part of the lesson that you want to see and bypass what you don't. And if you're looking for other ways to support the channel, I appreciate that. There's thanks, which is just like throwing a tip in the tip jar. Or even better, you can join my Patreon page where I've got chord charts and tabs for all the lessons I do on YouTube, just like this one. Links in the description, so check it out. All right, well, yes, so The One I Love. So this is in standard tuning. Peter loves to play his Rickenbacker 366. I'm guessing that's what he played on this record. And beyond that, I'm not really sure what he used specifically for his tone. I've read that he plays twin reverbs, that he uses a rat distortion pedal. I don't know. I've seen, but he played for years with Vox AC30, so I'm going with Vox all over the place, and you're probably hearing them buzz in the background. All the details of my signal chain of what you're going to hear today, I'll have in the description below, so you can check that out. Okay, so this is in standard tuning, and it kicks off with like that great riff. The whole thing is built around just a few chords. E minor and D are going to be all over the place in this song. But let's kick it off with this ripping sort of intro solo that he does. All right. God, I love that. All right, so I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit to get some clarity on what he's playing here. So the whole thing is built around, like I said, E minor and a D. And your riff there is just hitting that open E string. And it's not a big, it's not like the big, it's not a big bend on the E string. It's just a little bit. It even sounds cool if you don't bend at all. Right? So you're going to get that big open A string, and then your open D string, and you sort of hit that sort of a part of a fretted D chord when you get to that D. And then you're going to play along with some open first and second strings, which is all over Peter Buck's playing. He's a friend of the open E and open B string. Just playing with that end of an E minor chord, every once in a while throwing in that third fret on the B. So let me do that slowly. Okay, so that's the vibe of what he's going for. Now, during the verses, he sort of pulls down the intensity a little bit, and he does, you know, what we all come to love about his sort of right hand, his arpeggio playing that just fills out. He's one guitar player in the band. I know he layers stuff on records a little bit. In fact, on this song, there's acoustic that goes through the whole thing that's supporting it. And very characteristic of a lot of R.E.M. stuff to give them their sound. But let's just stay on the electric here. Really what you're hearing is he's, again, bouncing between the E minor and the D chord. And you're going to arpeggio, and you can either pick the low E, or you can pick the E on the fourth string there. He sort of does both throughout the whole song. That sort of a feel. Or sometimes you might skip over the third string. And then you come to your D. It's actually a D. I don't know what that is. The chord chart will tell you what that is. You sort of leave the E string open. So that, like I said, that's Peter Buck's friend, that open E and the open B strings all the time. But you just keep that open E. Every once in a while, throw in that D note on your E minor. Okay, so that's the top half of the verse, right? This one. All right, then this next blitz, 4 chords. You're going to have this G. You're going to pick up your first string. D. A minor 7. And C. So you're playing with that 3rd fret on the first string and going open with it. Doesn't do it the same every single time. Sometimes he just holds it on that C where you don't always pull it off, but again, just demonstrating. Just have fun with it, and back to your beginning. Back to your intro. Woo! And then back to it again. G. Riff. Which brings us to the guitar solo. So the guitar solo is going to solo over that G figure. Right, so that's what's going on underneath, and it's primarily the acoustic guitar that's actually carrying the rhythm guitar part under that. But the solo. Peter Buck. Love me some Peter Buck. So you're just, again, the first chord is that G. And so you're making this part of a G chord. That's those two notes in that G chord. And you sort of hit those unison. Another Peter Buckism, whenever you can sort of get two strings in unison and then play one string against the other, he does that all the time. You're just doing that 3 times. First time is over the G. Second one's over that D. And that over the A minor 7. And then over that C, over the C. It's not that. I think he actually hits under that 3rd fret. I think he's bending a little bit on the 2nd fret. And I think he pulls off and you hit both of those. I may be wrong about that, but that's what I play when I play it. So one time all the way through. There you go. So then the rest of the song, it repeats a verse and then hits, runs through the riff, the closing riff, the fire. All the same, you're repeating that 4 times. And on the last time, you're going to end it slightly differently. It goes, and on the last time, it's going to end a little different. It's like this. All right, so it's just, instead of, and if you do that, who cares, right? But what he plays on the record is he doesn't hit that E twice. What he does is, it's that D chord. And then this chord, I sort of don't play that 6th chord, I mute that. And then your E minor. And you hold it to see if you get feedback. All right, and that ending one more time. Do that if you can. And if you're playing the record, here's what you heard next.
Crazy, crazy world. Crazy, crazy times.
But maybe that's a lesson for another day. So, all right, well, my friends, that was The One I Love by R.E.M, and I hope you learned something new today. If this is the kind of thing that you like and you haven't done so yet, please jump down, click subscribe, give me a thumbs up, that helps too. Ring the bell will tell you when I drop new content. I'll do that every single week. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this, and if there's another song you want me to take on and do something similar, let me know what that is too. But until next week, take care everybody.